When his goals against is 0, so I think in the time he was in, he didn't give up a goal. Bryce Bauman, according to last night's stats off Lacrosse Hub, is goals against 7.48 for Bryce. Both those goaltenders are sophomores. Now, some of the people, those were the scorers, but of course a lot of the defensemen and some of those people don't score, so we'll make sure that we do all these players. So as you're watching the game, you can pick out your favorite players. Number 1 for the Panthers, Pierce Wilson. 2, Colin Hagan. 3, Tyler Sherman. 4, Sean Mitchell. 5, Will Porter. 6, Tanner Wilson. 7, Roman Rohrbach. 8, Ian Klotz. 9, Tyler Olson. 10, Jack Hughes. 11, Sam Larson. 12, Ryan Jocks. 13, Alec Larson. 14, Michael Griga. 15, Jack Keane. 16, Max Johnson. 17, Luke Anderson. 18, Austin Tisdale. 19, Bryce Kosak. 20, Matt Sullivan. 21, Logan Klein. 22, Harry Lausch. 23, Matt Mulcair. 24, Bryce Olson. And 28, Lucas Olson. If there's any players from the JV team that have moved up and I notice them, I'll try to announce their name as well. For the Cougars, number 3, Jake Schindler. 4, Ryan Larkin. 5, Jake Dubinsky. 6, Tommy Duckstead. 7, Weston Bauman. 8, Zach Boisner. 9, Leo Steinmetz. 10, Connor Day. 12, Donovan Dempsey. I know the game's going on, but I want to continue. 13, John Olson. 14, Nathan Carlson. 15, Nick Bouchard. 16, Joe Wadding. 18, Alec Larson. 19, Hunter Morse. 20, Logan Payne. 22, Aaron Larson. 24, Eric Lindberg. 26, Trent Substead. 39, Anson Fisk. Some of the players on JV that I know play for the Cougars. Well, the goalie is number 30, Chase Panko. Nick Peterson, 34, has been in quite a bit already. 38, Mason Kolbeck. 45, Tyler Landkammer. And if I see anybody else as the game goes on in either team, I'll try to get them in. But that should be the players you need. Now, some of the players I know for South aren't suited up tonight, but I just went right down the roster here. All right, back to action. We are about 40 seconds into the second quarter. It's 2-1. And the way we got there here, South scored at 4:54. Leo Steinmetz, number 9, put him on the board. South went ahead 2-0 at 9:51. Goal by Aaron Larson, assist to Leo Steinmetz. And North scored their first goal of the evening, 11:05, from number 17, Luke Anderson. And that sets us up for the second quarter here. Hope you enjoyed the first quarter. Brianna Holmberg is running our camera tonight, and my name is Jim Carlson. Jim Cecil set everything up for us, and that should tell you our crew here tonight. All right, the Cougars, Tommy Duckstead in possession. Larson behind the goal. Over to Steinmetz, Substead, Weston Bauman, familiar names out there. Duckstead again, it must be Boisner on the far side. Cougars passing the ball around here. Cougars have a nice mix of seniors and then a lot of sophomores and some freshman play. Looking at the Lakeville North roster, it is predominantly seniors. Their goaltender Bauman's a sophomore, but I think I counted 16 seniors on their roster. Aaron Larson trying to work his way in. Tommy Duckstead, nice save by Bryce Bauman for the Panthers. Trying to figure out, he does not. Now he'll have a player open as Zach Boisner came and challenged him, and an errant pass goes out of bounds for the Panthers, and that will be Cougars' ball. Once again, it seems like the Cougars have had more of the time of possession here than the Panthers so far. Number 12 into the game for the Cougars, Donovan Dempsey. 15 looks like he's in, Nick Bouchard. Over to Steinmetz. Leo and Larson usually don't leave the field. Nick Peterson, 34, Boisner. Well, if this holds true, game's a lot closer than last year. It was hard to announce a 16-1 game. Either way, Aaron Larson with a shot, Bauman with the save. And even if it had been the other way around, pretty tough to announce a 16-1 game and try to stay enthusiastic. But we did our best, and this one's a lot better game. It's 2-1 Cougars, 9:18 remaining in the second quarter. Panthers are going to put the ball in play, probably back to their goaltender, Bauman. Like I said, a sophomore goaltender. He's going to bring it up. No pressure from the Cougars. They're all guarding somebody else here. Bauman sends it into the attack zone here. Number 7, Rohrbach, has been held off the board so far, as has number 10, Hughes. So the Cougars have done a good job on the Panthers' 2 leading scores, and the Panthers have an errant pass out of bounds. And massive substitutions for both teams here on the change of possession. Ryan Larkin probably going to get it to the goaltender as he gets in trouble. He does. Panko. Nice breakout pass. It looks like Weston Bauman. Weston, good hockey player. Leo Steinmetz, good hockey player. I'm sure there's other good hockey players as well out there. I just happen to know them being a hockey announcer, and they did a nice job the last few years for the Cougars, both seniors. Well, the Panthers are going to put the ball in play. Looks like the Cougars are going to double the ball, which leaves him wide open, him being number 20, Matt Sullivan. 23 out on top, Matt Mulcair. Number 2, Colin Hagan. That's the first time I've called his name. Back out to Hagan. Again, on the far side, either team, it's hard to see. It looked like number 11, Sam Larson. Nice pass, broken up by Logan Payne in there. It's going to be a loose ball push, I believe, and it will be. Loose ball push on the Cougars. Returns the ball to the Panthers. Fairly low scoring game here, almost halfway through the second quarter, still 2-1. Number 8, Ian Klotz. Klotz again. Over to Hagan. Again, passing the ball around the perimeter. Hagan trying to bring it in. Shot by Jack Hughes. And that's going to go Cougar ball here. See if they put pressure on the Cougars. Going to release it to the goaltender, Panko. Panko still trying to look for somebody to pass it to. Over to Larkin. They're going to have to advance the ball here. And a turnover forced by the Panthers. Hagan with a pass, and now a turnover, and Logan Payne busts out. And they'll have to have somebody stay back, and they do. Logan Payne brings it up, and then they throw it away. A little sloppy play by both teams right now, as both teams throwing the ball out of bounds here. So again, the coaches for North, Jeff Wright, Jay Burney, Tony Galani. For the Cougars, Tim Bomert, Dan Carlson, Josh Hofstad, and Tim Rondorf. All right, Bryce Bauman, the goaltender for the Panthers. And this is what Panko was trying to do, bring the ball up here. And the Panthers hope they have better success than the Cougars did. Matt Sullivan brings it up. Oh, an opening here. There's your goal scorer, number 17, Luke Anderson, shot it wide, but Roman Rohrbach is closest to the ball here. Exactly halfway through the quarter here, 6 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Rohrbach swings it around on top here to number 13, Alec Larson. Larson, nice pass to Luke Anderson again. Best sustained effort that the Panthers have had for a while. A couple good shots by Anderson. Do not produce a goal, but some opportunities here for the Panthers. Rohrbach, sophomore attack. Looks like they like to station him behind the net. Well, the Panthers coach is calling out a play here. I don't think that's the way they designed it, although they do have a shot now, and here's a penalty, probably against the Cougars. It's going to be a slash on number 24, and that's Eric Lindberg. And so man down will go the Cougars, man up obviously for the Panthers. Well, we'll see if this man-up situation produces the tying goal for the Panthers. They're trying to run their offense here. Over to one of their leading scorers, Rohrbach. Matt Mulcair. Now, Anderson looked for a shot. Good passing. They're getting good ball movement. It looked like Larson stopped it. Eric Larson. Now he is fighting for it. He's going to lose. Well, I shouldn't say that, but he was 1 against 3 there. He's putting up a good effort. The Panthers do come out with it. Cougars still down a man. Panthers almost throw it away. Rohrbach with a nice pass and off the post. I don't know if that was Hughes on the far side taking it, but it ricocheted all the way back to midfield. Panthers come up with it. The Cougars are full strength. Leo Steinmetz trying to stop, and they're going to give a penalty and not just a loose ball push on Larson. So once the Cougars get possession here or force them to cough it up, then that will be it. Larson's going to head to the penalty box here. See what call they give him. Well, I believe that's going to be a 30-second push. We'll see if they announce it. Again, it's a little...
Push with possession. 30 seconds.
Yep, 30 seconds. Push with possession. 3:50 remaining in the second quarter, and then halftime we will take a break and regroup and bring you the second half action here. Right now it's still a low-scoring game. Nobody has scored in this quarter. The Panthers with another man-up situation. Hughes behind the net. And there's Anderson. Good pass. Return pass, and there it is. I got that one. That's 23 with the assist to 17 to tie it up, and that's a man up. So that penalty was costly.
Way to go, Matty!
All right, we're going to give the time of that goal at 8:34. You can go 17 and 23 on that. We'll get the official announcement here. Weston Bauman pulls the ball out. Now the Cougars in possession.
By number 3, Tyler Sherman, assisted by number 23, Matt Mulcair at 8:34.
Well, then I didn't see that as well as I thought. The goal was credited to number 3, Tyler Sherman. Assist to number 23, Matt Mulcair. And I saw Malcare get the assist. I thought somebody else scored. So that's what we will go with. And we don't have the advantage of instant replay to double check that. So Cougars lose the ball. And I think after the whistle, well, the way they're running back, the Panthers are going to head off with the ball here. Well, the Panthers had several opportunities on the power play, and that last one cost the Cougars, as the Panthers were able to put in a man-up situation and score a goal. 2:25 remaining in the second quarter. It's 2-2. That was the first goal of the second quarter. And we have a timeout. Let's talk about records, conference standings here. Eastview's up on top, tied with Egan. Both teams 7-1. Both teams 9-2 overall. The Rosemount Irish, second place, 6-2, 7-3 overall. Prior Lake 5-3 in the conference, 8-4 overall. Jefferson Jaguars 5-3 and 6-4 overall. The Apple Valley Eagles right even at 4-4, 6-5 overall. Then you have the Lakeville North Panthers, 3-5 in the conference, 4-6 overall. Burnsville Blaze 2-6 and 6-6 overall, won all their non-conference games. Lakeville South 1-7 in the conference, 3-8 overall, and Bloomington Kennedy pulls up the rear at 0-8 in the conference and 2-10 overall. Some of those same teams now also rated in the state. Eden Prairie is currently the #1 team in the state, unbeaten at 11-0. Blaine 11-0, ranked second. Then you see a whole bunch of the South Suburban Conference teams and also Section 3 teams. Egan Wildcats ranked 3rd in the state. Eastview Lightning 4th in the state. Champlain Park 5th. Rosemount 6th. Wayzata 7th. Prior Lake 8th. Blake 9, and Benilde St. Margaret's 10. So 4 of the top 8 teams are in this conference. And then you also have Edina 11th, White Bear Lake 12th, and then another conference team, Bloomington Jefferson 13th, St. Thomas 14th, and Montemedi 15th. So, and several of those teams, Egan, Eastview, Rosemount, Prior Lake, I know are all in Section 3, so that's going to be tough just to get out of the section. The State High School League did go from 4 to 8 sections this year, so 8 teams will make the state tournament. North and South both go out of Section 1. Right now, there is not a team in Section 1 ranked in the top 15 in the state. So even though these two teams are both towards the bottom of the conference, I think maybe one of them should have a shot to come out of there with the Rochesters and Owatonnas and so on. All right, the Panthers took the timeout. There's just over 2 minutes remaining in the first half, seeing if they're going to try to add to that lead. Behind the net is Rohrbach, as he's been a lot of the first half here. Out on top, number 2, Colin Hagan. Eric Lindberg guarding Hagan. They're going to pull it back out and start their offense here. Good defense by Lindberg. He gets away. Hagan with a shot and a save by Panko over to Logan Payne. And Payne up to Larkin. Larkin with the ball knocked away. Picked off by, I think that's Weston Bauman, and it is. And that. Timeout South, and that was fortunate for the Cougars as they had called timeout and then threw the ball away. So possession still to the Cougars here before that timeout. Well, let's run through how the teams got to this point here. Lakeville North, a couple postponed games, doesn't look like they're going to make them up. White Bear and Chaska lost to Apple Valley 6-5, lost to Wayzata 7-6, lost to Rosemount 13-8, lost to Jefferson 11-6, beat Bloomington Kennedy 16-1, beat Burnsville 14-9, beat Stillwater 11-6, lost to Eastview 12-5, lost to Egan 18-9, and then beat Prior Lake just this past Saturday. Prior Lake, one of the top teams in the state, they beat them 9-5. The Lakeville South Cougars, how they've gotten to their record. Beat Farmington 7-6 in one of the coldest games I've ever sat out and watched. It was low 30s, pouring rain, low to mid 30s with tremendous wind, and it was not fun. The only good part of the game is for the Cougars, they won. Lost to Prior Lake 15-4, lost to Mayo 8-6, lost to Burnsville 13-12 in a game we did on Channel 22, lost to Apple Valley 12-4, beat Kennedy 12-3, lost to Eastview 20-3, lost to Rosemount 16-4, beat Rochester John Marshall 12-3, lost to Egan 17-3, and just last week lost to Jefferson 12-10 in a very good game. Jefferson's ranked in the top 15. It was probably one of the Cougars' better efforts to take a ranked team right down to the end like that before losing 12-10. All right, we're back in action here. The Cougars with just under a minute to go in the second quarter, and they, I think, threw it away. There's a beam here in my way, and as I look, the ball is rolling out of bounds. So the Panthers now have an opportunity, if they want to try to have that ball here and have the last possession and shot of the first half. We are at 52 seconds remaining in the first half. Only one goal scored this quarter by Tyler Sherman, assist to Matt Mulcair at 8:34 for the Panthers. Nice outlet pass from their long stick defenseman number 20, Matt Sullivan, right up to their offense. And they are offsides as they only have two defenders back. My goodness. I was watching the play, but they only have two defenders back. So somebody went over that center line when they shouldn't have. Now the Cougars maybe will hold the ball here for the last shot if they can. Tommy Duckstead brings it up. A little shake and bake moves there. Over to